afternoon, guys. Welcome back. Thanks, Chat Manager. Alright guys, we're about to get started here. It's just in a second, making sure all levels are good. Make sure settings are good. I know last time, about 15 minutes in, we had a little audio problem, but definitely just double checking to make sure that's good. Looks like everything's okay. Let's do
video capture device also. Cool. I think we should be alright. Awesome. Chat me guys also if some echo or anything occurs, just type in the chat and let me know. So I can easily just fix it, but we'll just get started in just a minute here. We got a lot of news today, guys. A lot of news. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know we covered last week. We covered a lot, and I hope you guys went to the Patreon, looked at what I had posted. If you guys got a chance to look at the movies, and the readings that I posted, those were awesome. I really enjoyed them. I actually rewatched some of them over the weekend. Also, I do love that Future Money Bitcoins, that first movie I did post, which I really did love. Awesome. Alrighty guys, we are hitting just about noon. Moved us up just 2 hours just because I do got to go to the studio and do some pictures for a client of mine. So I just had to move up the schedule just quite a bit. But alright guys, let's hop right into it. Welcome back guys. My name is Trent Manager. I'm gonna be you guys' teacher. Absolutely. For those who were here last week, you guys definitely might remember what we covered last week. But if you're new, welcome. I hope this stream gives you worth of value information, and I can continue to teach you, over the coming weeks. This is my second week doing this. Had about 2 streams before this, and I'm getting more comfortable. So I got all the jitters out of there, which is super lovely. So, alrighty guys. So I guess we'll just hop into it. So I guess what we're gonna be covering today, guys, we got a lot of news that has happened over the weekend. Tons and tons of great news. Ranging from we had senator replacements. We got a whole new party in office. We got new regulations. We got an ever so changing market of just quick cryptocurrency, man. It just seems like the time just does not stop. So the main points I wanted to cover today, guys, is we're gonna go over accurate media reports, finding accurate sources, exchanges, where to buy. I'll go over that shortly. I think I'm gonna release a short tutorial on that, just for you guys, and of course you guys can let me know exactly what you want, but I think that's important, getting you guys signed up and getting some dollar cost averaging positions in there is always great. Just because where we're going, you guys are. I like to say this because you guys are still early adopters. This is still a space that is still very much room to grow, and you guys are here early. So plus to you guys for that. So I'm very happy you guys are here, and you guys are taking your education very seriously. So we're also gonna be talking about money printing, opening some eyes and understanding about how you can this free money, this stimulus is awesome. I know we covered this last week, and this is something that individuals need. Absolutely, but there are consequences for every action, especially in the dramatic phases of the amount of money we are printing. Let's see what else we're gonna be covering here. Oh, awesome! We're gonna also be diving into some articles. We're gonna be going back and forth just like we did last stream, guys. We're gonna be going. So Miami's mayor for crypto integration. So I believe what I read in the article. I have it pulled up shortly. Miami's mayor is going to be putting their money reserves on the side. All the taxations from Miami, and start integrating that in Bitcoin. Every city, states got their treasury reserve, just like the Federal Reserve, and then they would take their money and just like hedge funds, they need all that cash they have, they need to put that somewhere else, to help them grow that capital. You don't want to put your money in low yield savings accounts. You don't want to have them you don't want to have your money laying around, and when you go to pull it out in 5 years or less than that, it's less than what you put in. So you put in $5,000, with the deflation of everything going on, the money printing, and our dollar losing so much value continuously, what's going to happen. You put 5,000 in, you're going to come out with way less. Your value is not your dollar value is not going to be appreciated as to what it once was. So what makes exchanges different, we're also going to cover just slightly, and also I wanted to get some analysis on Ethereum. What is it, what is the purpose? Right now I'm currently, I don't know if you guys see on the side right here, I'm currently going for my blockchain development certification or degree, so I think I covered last week also. I can start integrating crypto wallets into e-commerce stores and working with higher business for cryptocurrency integration. I know we said last week Spotify is integrating cryptocurrency wallets into their payment systems. So if you are a Litecoin holder, a Bitcoin holder, an Ethereum holder, anything along those lines, you will be able to pay your subscription with Spotify. I think that's freaking awesome. Like I said, we went over the A route, the only going through Bank of America, the central banks, and then we now have the B route, which we are going with the cryptocurrency route, which is a whole other means of decentralized financial payments. So we're slowly going into the nature of no longer relying on big boys, or that third party, for their approval. And then also, guys, we're gonna go over some big investors stacking up on Ethereum as some price rises, some price action. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention at all, but I did make a couple pings that Ethereum has been breaking all-time highs, and it is getting ready for a massive move. We'll go over a lot. We'll go over the base rules of Ethereum, what Ethereum is, what it does, decentralized. I'm gonna do a whole other section on that. We'll probably have a live stream just on that because I'm so heavy in Ethereum, and I love Bitcoin. I love Ethereum. It is a love-hate battle for me, just because Ethereum does so much more than people just think. It's not just a store of value. This is something that is going to be integrating and possibly helping your life tenfold over in the near future. But we'll definitely I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We'll definitely be going over that soon. Janet Yellen, we're gonna be going over her crypto family. She was just named, I believe, United States Secretary Treasurer. So she is crypto friendly. She has came out and said that she thinks cryptocurrency is amazing. She believes regulations, of course, need to be in play. With how they're going to govern it, and we're going to be going over how that's going to contradict the Bitcoin theory. As you already know, Bitcoin was made for a decentralized network. It was not made for us to know exactly what it was sending to. It was literally made to escape that third-party integration. It was, it would contradict the, exact thing that Bitcoin stands for. And we can go over that because there are pros and cons and what you need to do. Because not all regulation is not a slap in the face word. It's not, oh my gosh, I'm going to watch all over you. From the government, it sounds, very daunting, and it doesn't, people don't process it very well as, majority of people do. They think it's, at least in the crypto space, we've always been, attacked after governments, and people have always just, been down our throats for this, but it's not always a bad thing. So I'll explain how that's not always a bad thing for regulations. And then we're going to also get into, we got a lot today, guys. I'm not sure if we'll get through all of it, but, we'll be back on Thursday as well. But I want to make sure that you guys are getting the absolute best information and the best readings. I did read so many articles last night, and, I pulled the ones that I think were going to be the most needed for us today. Thinking about utilities, I hope last week you guys did think about coins and did some research on some Litecoins, or, just coins in general that you thought had potential. I said last week also that it is important to, not, of course, follow the crowd, but, do your own research, do your due diligence, and see what coins that you think have potential. That, because like I said, you're not going to be the only one in that space who, hey, oh my gosh, coin A is, it's doing all these XYZ great things, and, it's so brand new. This is something that, I believe in. This is something I could see using. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, absolutely. As long as you do your research, there's nothing wrong with, believing in your research and believing in your absolute trust in yourself. And let's see what else. ETH number, I think we got over that. This is just Ethereum. We'll be going over smart contracts briefly also, just for a sec, just to make sure you guys, just that goes on the Ethereum network, and that's just gonna, help broaden my Ethereum case. So awesome, guys. So alrighty, we'll go back up to the front, guys. So first we're gonna hop out with Miami's, and we're gonna also have some. I think we got some short clips in here also. I think we got 2 or 3 videos that I wanted you guys to watch, so we'll bounce back and forth. But first we're gonna get to Miami's mayor crypto integration. So I'm gonna hop to that article. I'm gonna drag that right over. So I thought this was a freaking awesome read. So Miami mayor is building out his cryptocurrency team. The mayor of Miami revealed a few details about the city's plans yesterday, with big announcements coming next week. This is posted January 22nd, of course this year. About last week, but I did some more research and I wanted to see exactly, what he was going to be working with this, and as I read, it kept going. So, in brief, the mayor in Miami is building out his cryptocurrency team. So he is hiring and bringing on blockchain managers, just like myself, just like what I would do if I lived in Miami. I mean, never know, maybe I could, possibly be on that team. That's freaking awesome. If any of you guys are in Miami, if you guys have any other, readings, or you guys have seen any other, articles, please send them in the chat. That'd be awesome. Just because I know probably in Miami you probably might get more better local news, than I do for sure. But he's building his cryptocurrency team. He has the mayor has already been widely open to being adopted with cryptocurrency. I think he's a holder himself. He's always been a fan. He has previously spoken with Anthony about Anthony Pomplio about and the Winklevoss brothers about crypto. They also, fun fact, Winklevoss twins, the first ever crypto billionaires. I don't know if you guys remember or you guys know, but Zuckerberg, Facebook's owner, was working with the Winklevoss twins when Facebook was before Facebook. And the idea of Facebook was the Winklevoss twins. If you look this up, this is completely verified. You look up Winklevoss brothers in Facebook, that was their platform. And Mark Zuckerberg, as you know, the owner now came in and stole that from them, took the idea, pitched it a different way, and took it off in his own realm. And, there you go, Facebook was born. There was, settlements and sues, of course. I think Zuckerberg ended up paying about $65 million, to the Winklevoss twins at the time being. And, just told them, hey, screw off. And here you go. I gave you this cut of money and you guys can go do your own other thing. I guess they weren't quick enough to the ball, but, not always a good excuse, for stealing someone's idea. But, it worked out better for them because the Winklevoss twins ended up taking, I believe they invested in Bitcoin in 2012. And I believe, let's see, Bitcoin was trading at, here, let's actually pull up a, actually, no need. I don't think the numbers are that crazy important. Winklevoss twins in 2013 ended up buying about, I think $11 million worth each, I believe, or just once. $11 million worth of Bitcoin, held it out through past the 2017 run and into current day. That $11 million is well over $500 million, probably up towards, that's why they're billionaires. That's why they were the first, Bitcoin billionaires. So I think that was awesome, and they're in connect with the Winklevoss brothers, talking about crypto, getting them in line for accepting their tax payments and keeping their treasury reserve in Bitcoin. There's nothing better than having your money placed in a store of value that you put in 1 year and the next year you go back and it's up 10+%. The yields you get from this space, it's comparable to nothing. Nothing performs like this space, and this is a new integration that we're getting into, and people are starting to really adapt the movement. And we're going to go over some big players. I'm going to go over the hedge funds and all the big boys who are really accumulating, because if that doesn't make you comfortable, then sometimes I don't really know what's going to make you comfortable. If you got PayPal and you got all these big boys in this space, they should definitely make you comfortable because they know exactly what they're doing. Absolutely. So cool. We're gonna keep going down the article. I'm just gonna go over it briefly. Not gonna read the whole thing absolutely. But what they're loving to do is just like I said, take take Miami's money, move it through Bitcoin, use it as a store of value, for their state. Basically just make it fully integrated in their pretty much almost everyday living. If you're taking a city's treasury and you're trusting it in BTC for it to hold a store of value and also make you money, which is phenomenal because we've never seen a fixed supply before of currency, which is Bitcoin. 21 million. Bitcoin can't ever go above 21 million. You can't ever have more in circulation than that, and it just keeps getting less and less. We've never seen a currency go down and down and down, or a store of value down and down and down. It's only going up and up and up because we can make unlimited money. We don't have any restrictions on limited money. So just going over that, guys, I thought that was super cool. That's right here in the United States, probably pretty close to you depending where you live. Could be your neighboring state. You could live in Florida. Absolutely. I think that was it was a great read. I'll definitely have that linked in the Patreon, but it just shows you, the overextensive view of, people becoming more and more aware of, not being scared by this asset, or not being intimidated by this space, because everything in this space is relatively being developed, relatively being new, and it's not going anywhere. It's here to stay, guys. It's not going anywhere. We're going to have some bumps and some turns, but buckle down. Just understand now that this is not going anywhere. It's like I said last, I say all the time, but it's always good to be ahead of the curve than behind the curve. So absolutely. Also too, I like to explain, I wrote this down earlier. Internet is to email as blockchain is to Bitcoin. So the internet, when the internet came along, you probably remember your parents. Your parents probably said this to you. They did not think the internet was gonna be their everyday lives. Email, they were like, "There's no way I'm using email. No way I'm ever gonna be able to buy things online. No way I'm ever gonna make a career online. No way I'm ever using the internet. Like, I don't wanna. Like, no, I'm not using the internet. Absolutely not. But then it forces you to do so. You can live without the internet, but your life is gonna be significantly much difficult. Oh, sorry, that was not English. Significantly more difficult if you did not have the internet. The adoption that we have with the internet, the relationship we have, the cryptocurrency space in general is just bringing a great it's tying us into a long-term relationship that we're not gonna be able to escape. A loving one, of course. Sometimes it's not always cherry and roses, like every relationship, but she does more good than bad. Absolutely, 100,000,000%. She does more good than bad. So I definitely want to go over that article. I think that's freaking awesome. I'm gonna put this article back just for a sec, just because I got tons of readings over here. Absolutely. Let's see what's next point we wanted to go on next. I think we're gonna save the makes exchanges different for just a later time. I'll definitely pop over to that. 100%. So actually, you know what? We're gonna go on media reports. So we're gonna hop over to JP Morgan. If you notice in the title, JP Morgan actually got some heat for their comments and what they were saying about Bitcoin's price action. So let me find the article. I got all of these scattered out. So awesome. So if you here, I'm gonna move both of them over here so you can just get an idea of what they're getting. And and this is also, I'm hoping this is gonna open up some eyes as to what they know that we don't know. I guess as just base individuals and base retail investors, because when it comes to the food chain, us base retail investors are the bottom of the barrel in the overview of these companies and these higher up hedge funds and these people of power. Dividends especially. Just to get off topic for a sec, but not really, but this is going to be a stock channel. We will be covering more stocks, and we'll be getting into technical analysis. I just want to inch you guys in slowly and give you guys some some brain waves to focus on. But we will be advancing fairly quickly. But with that being said, these big players, what they don't know, what they know that we don't know, is they're accumulating this asset. And if you look at the article right here, which is so funny, here, let's start with the first one. This was this was updated January 5th, 2021. So this was just what 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. And if we hop over to let's go to the BTC. We're gonna go to this. We're gonna go to this chart right here. I'm gonna pull this up for you guys. Don't get intimidated by this, guys. I'm actually gonna teach you this here and relatively soon, in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna teach you guys all about this type of stuff, because this shouldn't even really phase you at all, because this is awesome. I love reading charts, and I'm gonna teach you guys about this. So do not be like that at all. So all right. So just for comparison, we're gonna go back to January 5th. So we're gonna go to January 5th right here. So we were sitting at just about $31,000. So this was at the time, and as you notice, this accumulation here. Let me get this drawing out here. So so January 5th here, from this point onward, here, this accumulation phase, all down here, we were building up. So we went from being, oh my goodness, see, we were December 14th, we were sitting at $19,000, and I don't know, I know you guys are new to the space and you might have not seen this push, but look, we rallied for a whole month straight, basically. I was, I woke, being real, I woke up every day, just green in the portfolio, green overall. You feel the euphoria, you think it's not going anywhere. You're just like, oh my gosh, like every day, and crypto market doesn't close, guys. It's 24 hours, 365. There's no closing. It's all day, every day, no matter what's going on. And this whole entire section here was accumulated. This was the whole push phase. This is the entire phase. And look what happened. They posted this article again, and then it was now updated. Let's get this date again. January 25th. So that was yesterday. And now look. So now we've had that sell-off phase. We peaked off. I know we can get closer than that, but I think we peaked off at like $42,000. The peak of our touch. And I'm not going crazy in depth. I'm not putting crazy indicators on here just because I don't want to, just throw you guys all out of whack. But as you notice, the breakdown phase was crucial. We went from just being the high of 40. I know it's not showing it, but just because I'm not zoomed in all the way. But 42,000, we broke down all the way back down to where we were, and that's just part of an asset. That's just part of being an explosive asset. You gotta have cooldown periods. What goes up must come down. This is completely normal behavior. This is absolutely completely normal behavior. You can't have a parabolic run with no correction, because we gotta have these support levels. We gotta have these. Whoops, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. I'm just messing up today, guys. I'm so rusty on the charts. I've been doing so much other stuff. I appreciate you guys, but definitely noticing down here, we need these support lines. We need to know that we have the volume, and the volume charts are down here. I'll get more in depth with you guys. I know this is not really making much sense, but we'll have a whole lesson over this. These volume charts down here, indicate what's going on. So too much on the charts. We're not up on the charts. I just wanted to show you, that, just backing up my reasoning, with technical analysis and, backing up, this is what they're doing. And do you want to know why they're doing this? Because banks continuously and other hedge funds, we've always been slaughtered in, the financial realm. Older, higher up individuals, wealthy individuals, people who, are not minimalistic, but, they're very base. I know you guys know Buffett, Warren Buffett, he doesn't invest in many speculative plays, I guess. He doesn't invest in upcoming, new tech and new ideals. He's an older gentleman, he grew up in the days of Coca-Cola, Walmart, or I guess not even Walmart, I guess, just basic consumers, easy stuff that, you do. You drink Pepsi, you should own Pepsi stock. You drink Coca-Cola, you should own Coca-Cola stock. You shop at Walmart, you enjoy shopping at Walmart, you've been shopping at Walmart for 5 years, grab some Walmart stock. Absolutely. I'm a huge believer in buying stocks that you personally use. AT&T, you have them as a provider and you think they're good? Absolutely. Buy them. I have them. I have AT&T. They make me mad sometimes, but they're still a great overall company. They're a dividend aristocrat. They've been, or I think, no, not a dividend aristocrat. Actually, no, I think they are. I think they've been raising their dividend for the past 15, 20 years. And I think they're leading the 5G race right now. So, I just wanted to get that on the plate, guys, that these, the manipulation that we have just in the media, with this type of stuff is unreal. You can literally see these are less than 3 weeks apart. So, Bitcoin hit 146 long-term prediction by JP Chase. This was literally made at the pump of the pump of the start, like us really starting to take off. Like we broke key levels of resistance. We broke key levels to show that we were going to be moving upward, into a greener area or higher price action. Absolutely. But then you notice when things got rocky, down to 40,000, or no, I'm sorry, that when things got rocky and we started to slide, back down to, red, more red territory, now JP Morgan's saying they flipped their script and now they're saying Bitcoin will never go above 40K ever again. Why do you think they're doing that? Because they're shaking out the weaky hands, and this is a lot with, retail investors, people who don't understand very well, and they're going to hop in, they're going to buy the tops, they're going to buy at the very, very top, the third week of pumpage, where we've already been pumping for the past 3 weeks, where we're looking for a cool off. When I see parabolic movements like this, I'm hoping for a steam off. I'm hoping that we come back down, because it's not what goes up must come down, guys. Just simple as that. What goes up must come down. You must have retracements. You got to make sure that the support is stable. So, I'm not saying do not listen to the news, guys, but I definitely am going to share some articles and some readings of to what are good media outlets, because this right here, this will scare you, because this right here, this is not true. This is absolutely not true. We will see a 6-figure Bitcoin, of course, by the end of this year. Absolutely. I am no doubt in my mind about it. No doubt. And that's conservative. That is conservative. And I'm just a conservative person because I don't like throwing moon boy terms out there, and I don't like, calling things before they happen, because the expectation can really, get you hurt. So, and that's not too, and that's that's realistic for me. 100K, that is a 100% realistic target. We have seen some amazing rallies and some amazing percent oh my goodness, some amazing percent returns from Bitcoin, and there is no reason that we would not test 6 figures in another year. Absolutely not. So definitely, guys, I just wanted to get that out there and let you guys know that, don't always listen to the news. Please do your own research, and do not fear. Please do not fear from these big dudes, because these dudes definitely missed out on this the early adoption. So now they're trying to shake you guys out. Get your guys' Bitcoin, scoop it up, and put it in their wallet. Absolutely. 100%. Because these are not shaky hands, guys. JP Morgan, these are not weak dudes. These dudes know what they're doing. These dudes run the world. These guys, banks run the world. They are top tier, and they're not stupid people. And they understand psychology. They understand psychology in the markets. They understand that you guys are going to be the first to step out. They've known that for years. They've known that forever. You guys will be the first to step out. 100%. So I definitely want to get that in there, because I didn't want you guys being shaky and, scared and all that. We need natural replacements. So, alrighty, guys. So we're going to move those back over. Actually, here, let's cover, I'm gonna post this article, but it's nothing too crazy. I just wanted to elaborate on it myself, because this reading, I didn't even want to get into the reading, because I've read it, and they just talk crazy, and it makes me upset sometimes that they talk so crazy about it. But absolutely. Alrighty, guys. So let's see what other points of coverage we had today. I know we got an analysis on Ethereum. What is that? Might save that towards the end. Actually, yeah, we will. Actually, let's find some accurate media sources. Absolutely. Let me explain. I guess I can jot down what some good readings is to look for. So CoinDesk. First off, these people are the first for me. These people are the absolute first when I come for news and readings. They're literally awesome. There's nothing. They teach almost anything you need to know. So they're a whole cryptocurrency, just strictly only articles page. They give readings multiple times a day. They got opinions based. They bring YouTubers on here, great YouTubers in the space that are very knowledgeable, have been in for early, long time. We got Bitcoin Treasury. We got so many and you can sign up for a newsletter here. I'm already signed up just because I think they send every day or every 2 days. I'm not sure if they bombard your, look for my water. They don't bombard your inboxes with crazy amounts of emails and spam, but they have sent some amazing reads, and that's how I got into the Miami article. Is that I saw that on the side and I was like, oh my gosh, absolutely. I'm gonna take a deeper dive in this, and I'm anything I find useful, I'm gonna share with you guys as my patrons, because you guys deserve to know this stuff. And I know you guys don't always have you guys got busy lives, and you guys don't always have the time to do as hard research all the time. But yes, please, CoinDesk. Here, let's get this a little bigger. So yeah, dude, they got learning tools, guys. Bitcoin 101, blockchain 101. I highly recommend going into this, guys, and just taking a look around. Seeing what you enjoy, seeing what's cool to you, finding guides, assets, companies, anything of value. I just tell you guys, be a sponge, be as big of a sponge as you can. Just learn everything on here, or anything you find interesting. This is a great tool. This is a great one as well. Trying to think what other. I'll probably just leave this one for now, and of course I'll update in the Patreon, readings and such. I just try to be so compact in these streams, guys, because I know you guys' time is super duper valuable, and I don't, I just don't want to waste that. Absolutely not. Here, I just want to make sure the stream is doing just fine. It looks like it's doing well, but let's just double check. Just want to see. Okay, cool, awesome. Just want to make sure that was all right. Absolutely awesome, guys. No worries. Awesome. Yeah. So I just wanted to go over those. Just go over CoinDesk real quick. Been a big fan for years now, and I just highly recommend it for everybody. Just to get some your daily news, your daily updates. I know you guys are already on Instagram a ton and doing all that social media work, and and nothing bad on Instagram, but I definitely want you guys to. I just cannot get this, guys. Goodness sakes. There we go. Awesome. But no worries at all. Let's see. Okay. All right. Analyst. Sorry, guys. There's just so much going on. This weekend. I'm just trying to pick and choose, what's important to tell you guys and what's not important. Seriously, it's all important, but seriously, I just want to... Okay, all right, we'll definitely we're gonna hop over to NVIDIA. We're gonna talk about NVIDIA for a sec. Then we're gonna hop to thinking about utilities, that coins could bring in the systems. So go through, we're gonna go through market caps real quick, and we're gonna go through over, I'm gonna lightly go over some alternative coins, just to get you guys, keep the mind rolling, and let's see, get an order. We'll save Ethereum for last. And let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything on the front end. Internet is to email. Let's see. Also good tip. Also, guys, remember you can also do a lot on the internet. You can do a ton on the internet, because I did have a couple questions that people were like, oh, the internet's already decentralized. You can already be anonymous, and it's what do you mean by this? But then you guys got to remember you can do a lot on the internet, but true decentralization is not the true internet. Yeah, you can be anonymous online in Reddit and have a fake name, and yeah, you're right, 100% you can do that. I know you guys got Finstas and all this, anyone can do that, but the true decentralization comes from it's completely different, and I'm gonna take my words for a second, try to explain this in the way that you can make a fake username, but the information is still accessible if that comes across as correct. So you making the email, you still got to give out your personal, you still got to give out your KYC, some basic information, first name, last name, email, maybe a card information, if you got a membership, that's got to be renewed on there. But, just breaking that away from the decentralized network, you get the decentralized network, that is true anonymity, or if that's even a word that I just said. That is being true anonymous. And I'm gonna, before we log off today, I'm gonna pull up the Ethereum gas charts, and we're gonna take a look at what it looks like, people sending currency, and you're gonna see you're gonna see what it looks like, how people see these transactions being done. You can see what's being sent, but you have no idea who it's going to or who it's from or what wallet it's going to. It's completely anonymous, and we'll get into more of that later. So, alrighty, so let's hop back up and let's go into NVIDIA real quick, and let's talk about this pressure, because NVIDIA has been getting a lot of backlash, and I'm an NVIDIA holder as well. I have a graphics card that's NVIDIA. I'm an NVIDIA fiend. I love them so much. They have amazing potential. They just got a contract with Tesla also that I don't know if you guys heard, but they have the monitor in Tesla in the front, and it's just a big iPad, and you can play Mario Kart and do other games on there, but the graphic integration, the chipset, that's going to be powering that monitor and powering those games is going to be NVIDIA based. So NVIDIA is not just a graphics card holder, or just not just a graphics card producing company or a video game company. It is a whole AI smart learning integration. So we can definitely, and we do stocks too. I just wanted to start, try to put my foot in one place, and then as we develop, guys, we'll keep going and going, weeks and weeks to come, we'll be getting into literally everything. There'll be times, Patreon night, which is coming up soon. We'll sit down just like we are now, and we'll be on the charts, and we'll just free willy it, pretty hard. There'll be no notes. I won't have any notes up. You guys will just be in chat, telling me what you guys want to learn. We'll go over it. We'll crack some jokes, have a good time. This is supposed to be fun. I'm not trying to make this, anything ridiculously serious. This is completely informational based, for you guys only, and, probably, hopefully I can make you guys, some good money, long term, because we're a long term. We're definitely long-term holders, in this groups. I'll introduce you guys to some trades, a little bit later, but, right now we're definitely looking for the long-term game. So, alright, guys, hopping back over to NVIDIA. Let's pull up the NVIDIA article that I had pulled up here. Alrighty, so they are getting massive backlash for a number of reasons. So, many people didn't really understand, why GPU prices were so ridiculous. And just to give a comparison for anyone who has not seen, the graphics card manipulation and how bad it is, I'm gonna do something for you. For all my PC gamers and people who understand computer specs out there, and and who are trying to build a computer right now, I have a homeboy who is waiting just on his graphics card, and he ended up paying double for the amount that he should have paid, just because the supply demand is just so bad. So let's just look up a 2026. Let's take a look and see what we can find. So you guys know Amazon. They have everything, and there is no Prime available for Amazon at all. These are all third-party sellers. These are all people that are not with Amazon. That's a laptop. No Prime. Look, Prime here, but no Prime. Well, sorry. Yeah, see Prime. So there's some select few options, but these are not normal prices at all. These are not. This is not normal. This is here. See all buy. This is not normal at all. This is not a $649 card, and I'm going to explain why this is happening. So, new GPU for crypto miners might solve the NVIDIA supply crisis. So, absolutely. So, the reason that there is such an issue with this right now is because you have gamers and you got crypto miners. And in the middle, you have NVIDIA GPUs, which are some of the most powerful GPUs on the planet. So, what happens when you have a crypto miner and a gamer come together, fighting over who gets the graphics card for what reason? The crypto miners are using it to provide Bitcoin and get it on the exchanges, and continue to mine these algorithms and get these coins out of these codes that they're embedded in, and get them through exchanges and get their reward. 100%. That's what miners do. And then you got the gamers, who are the gamers or product, whatever you want to use, your computer for live streaming. They have that, and they're trying to get the graphics card to play Battlefield or play Call of Duty or play World of Warcraft. They're trying to play these games and just enjoy their life. But these crypto miners need such an excessive amount of GPUs because as Bitcoin progresses and what we call the halving, I don't know if we covered that last week, but I believe we did, the halving that we have, Bitcoin gets cut in half every, I think it's less than 5 years, but there's a threshold as to where Bitcoin supply gets cut in half due to miners. And these algorithms getting harder and harder, which these GPUs have to process and match up these lines of code to the algorithms to get these Bitcoins off the network. So just like we explained last week, guys, that the miners go into the mine, they mine until they find, what they were looking for. In this instant, Bitcoin, I'm putting into realism terms just so it makes more sense. They get the Bitcoin from the mine, they haul it back out to the front, they whale it to the warehouse, they clean it off, make it all sparkly, and then they get it to exchanges. Absolutely. And these algorithms get harder and harder. So back in 2013, or less than that, it was easy to take your modern laptop that I got over here and mine some Bitcoin. Now the algorithms are so much more intense and so much harder since the halving comes, and that's the whole point of the halving, is to make it more difficult to obtain, and that's what makes the scarcity that much more valuable. Absolutely. So that is the simplest terms I tried to put it for you guys as to why we're having we're having these issues in the GPU market. So so now what Nvidia is going to be doing is that we might be getting a whole set of crypto mining cards that are just GPU mainly intensive, that are literally made for crypto miners specifically in general, because this has been going on for years. Like it's been a fluctuating issue. That we've had the miners versus gamers or entertainment content creators bash heads for GPUs, because we need these GPUs to process these algorithms to get these Bitcoins on exchanges and continue the Bitcoin production. But then these people also need them for their their lifestyle and their content creating. So I think it's awesome that Nvidia is going to be integrating this, because if you're NVIDIA, you don't really care. Your graphics cards are getting sold out regardless. You could care less where those graphics cards are going. But I think it's cool that NVIDIA is even just realizing this, that not only are they going to take advantage for their market cap, to expand their network and, expand their business, but they're also thinking out for their customers who are, why... Here, let me rephrase that. They're looking out for their customers, having their back, is saying, hey, you guys came here beforehand for, before this all crypto, all this crypto jazz, and you were buying it, for the sole purpose of entertainment, and we're gonna have your back on that. So I thought that was really cool on Nvidia for doing that, and I thought, and I think they're gonna have great success with it. They're a phenomenal company, and I just think that's very interesting that. It's gotten that bad, and if that doesn't make you excited, I'm gonna need to be doing a better job of teaching, because if that isn't bullish news, then I have no idea what is. That is a huge piece of bullish news, that you literally can't get a graphics card because people are buying them for crypto mining, and that's how profitable it is. So that should definitely switch a light switch on in your head. That should definitely give you some ideas as to why why things are going the way they are, and what the future holds for us. Absolutely. Awesome. All right, guys. So what did I say we're gonna be doing next? We're gonna be thinking about we're gonna be hopping into some market cap real quick. So we're gonna go to coin. We're gonna look at some coin market caps. Yeah, you guys have been awesome. Thank you. I really I'm more relaxed today. I'm definitely trying to take it a little bit slower, and first day was definitely just a little choppy, or first time around was definitely a little choppy, and I'm getting the hang of it. I'm really definitely just really getting the groove of this. So 100%. Thank you guys for being so awesome. Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna hop into CoinMarketCap. So and then after that we're also gonna head to Ethereum, because I want to cover that with you guys. And give you guys just a little light background on Ethereum and what its purpose is, because I think you guys are really gonna like that. Alrighty, guys. So just going down here. So what are we looking at here? So we've got Bitcoin at the top. We got all these numbers. What am I looking at, man? What is all this? What are all these coins? What does all this mean? I'm confused. So let's break it down. Let's absolutely take it slow. So we're gonna have the price action, the price of BTC right now, the 24-hour change, the 7-day change down 12%, market cap, absolutely, the total market value of cryptocurrency circulating supply. It's the free float capitalization of the stock market. Market cap, all market cap equals is current price and circulation supply. Just read that straight from the information, which is completely fine. a measure of how much the cryptocurrency been traded in the last 24 hours, the volume, and circulating supply, the amount of coins that are in circulation in the market that are in public hands. So basically all that means is, I don't know if, I think we might have went over the difference between cold storage, hot storage, and paper wallets. So cold storage, you're gonna have a ledger. We're gonna go over that in a little later date. Don't want to get ahead, but when you own Bitcoin at a certain point, you're gonna have a ledger. It looks like a flash drive, and it is basically just a small lockbox, that's encrypted by, multiple just different key phrases and, security-based protocols, and they keep your Bitcoin safe. And it's not stored on the internet. It's completely stored on this basically just offline ledger hard drive, and no one can take it from you. You actually have a better chance of hitting the lottery, I think, 50 times before you can actually crack a ledger code or actually get into a ledger with someone's, with their finances, which is actually crazy. And, I'll explain that if needed. It is just it's a role of algorithmic. I don't even know. Oh my goodness, guys. Jeez, I'm so bad at it. I'm making up words. Just a whole algorithm played out that, it's a whole new layer of security that is, it's going to be integrated. A lot of cryptography, which is it's been around, but it's getting better. It's getting much better. So, and then it's gonna list, by name. I think they do it by market cap. So, you can definitely by market cap. So right now, Bitcoin is slaughtering it. We're absolutely killing it. 598 million. I'm sorry, not billion. 598,766,690. Dollars for market cap, and then Ethereum not too far behind it all. And as we go down, we're going to see other cryptocurrencies which you guys may have not heard. We have Tether, which is currently under fire right now. We'll definitely, I'll put that in where needed. It's actually very important that we do cover that. Polkadot, XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, LTC, Bitcoin Cash, and the list goes on and on. So what do these coins do, Trent? I'm still looking at these. You haven't even explained what any of these. What do these mean? Why are we going over these right here? And just like I said last week, the reason that these are important is because these coins, yes, that are not the top tier. They're not the Bitcoins, they're not the Ethereums, they're not these top performing coins, but they still hold phenomenal value and have great, push, to the upside in the future. So Tether, just a quick overview of Tether. Tether is what is, and here it tells you right here, but I'm not going to read off it 100%, but I'll just give you the first sentence and then I'll elaborate off that. USDT is a stable value cryptocurrency that mirrors the price of the US dollar, issued by Hong Kong-based company Tether. The tokens pegged to the U.S. is achieved via maintaining a sum of dollars and the reserves that is equal to the number of USD in circulation. So all that really means is that you guys see this here, Tether is a USDC backed coin. So like I said earlier, and I know I say that a lot, but we do cover a lot, and I've brought it up that the digital age is upon us. The transition from dollars, these papers, to digital age it's upon us. And we're doing things such as this. We're doing the Tether chart, or, we're doing things with Tether where you have a USDC backed coin. So whatever the amount of dollars in circulation, you can have digital assets in circulation. I know that doesn't mix well with inflation, of course, but it's just the needs of taking away the unlimited printing, of Tether. I know Jay Powell came out and said, our head Federal Reserve man who is controlling all the money printing going on, that he has said he has openly said coming into computers and pressing in code that just makes money out of thin air. Absolutely. And this is going to be, and the reason Tether is maybe helpful in the future is, you can't, you should be limiting supply of money, but at this point it's impossible. But this is going to be the new refresher of how we're going to possibly get control. There's going to be a whole revamp of the system, and this may be the revamp. This may just be the revamp. We may switch to all, there'll be a good chance in the future that we all switch to all digital. And that's our reset. That's our new elevational step. That's our new step in, how we're going to be moving and how we're going to be governing our finance, and change is scary. Change is absolutely scary. No one likes change. I mean, not everybody, but I like change, but sometimes you don't, majority of the time you don't, because you're comfortable in whatever situation you're in. Absolutely. And this is going to be a massive change. This is going to be something different. Absolutely. Do I think cash is going to be here the next? Is cash going anywhere anytime soon? Absolutely not. Oh, we will have paper for quite a while. They will fight this for a very long time to not go digital. But at some point, In the near future, absolutely. I believe we will be switching to a digital age, and this is what Tether's role is. Tether plays a role in backing the USDC dollar, making it a digital crypto asset, which I think is awesome, and that just proves that the progression we're having. Let's move on to Chainlink. And I'm just getting your guys' minds running right now because I just like to expose these projects because these are new upcoming. And I will tell you which ones I do own. I do own a hefty amount of Chainlink, and I'll explain why I own a hefty amount of Chainlink and why I believe in this project. Absolutely. So what is Chainlink? I guess we're gonna go over the first sentence, just like I did with Tether, and then I'm gonna elaborate on my own, just because I don't like going off the just the readings too much. So Chainlink is a decentralized oracle, which is the aim to connect smart contracts with data from the real world. Chainlink was developed by Sergey Narvazov with Steve Ellis and co-founder and held an ICO in summer of 2017, raising $20 million with a supply of $1 billion right now. So alrighty, so we're gonna go over the supply first. So as you know, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. Absolutely, that's how it was made. That's how it was governed. Now Bitcoin's strategy compared to a lot of these other coins is apples to oranges to soda to ham. There is absolutely no comparison as to the executions and the performance role that these coins play with one another. So that being said, Bitcoin to Chainlink, completely different ecosystems, completely different meanings. Nothing comparable at all. Absolutely not. Like, comparable is in crypto assets for the base role, absolutely. They're both crypto assets, but in the role of performance, zero. Bitcoin uses a store of value. People say, people have said this for years. Bitcoin is digital gold. This is the new form of digital gold. That new store of value to hold that is going to be a hedge against inflation and, keeping your money continuously building more growth. Absolutely. And now Chainlink and versus I'm gonna do I'll just do a Chainlink and then I'll verse it to Ethereum. So Chainlink's function is data and smart contracts working with real world Chainlink and Chainlink development. So what Chainlink is possibly gonna be able to do it together, and we're gonna be going over towards the end, just a quick overview of smart contracts, Ethereum's real role and as to why I think it's so important, because it could possibly change your life and how you're going to be able to do big purchases. But Chainlink is going to be able to connect all these nodes together from different machines. So, just like how Google Chrome and Internet Explorer don't really get along together, they're completely two different, networks for connection. Think about it as in Chainlink connecting the nodes within Google Chrome and the nodes within Internet Explorer to now make them connectable. So that doesn't mean that Internet Explorer and Google Chrome are now one. That just means that the execution process of one another is now obtainable by both. So now the features can all be ran as one. If I explain that correctly, which I think and sounds like I did, and and I think that's going to make the most sense. That these nodes, basically just one mega supercomputer, but there's no single point of failure. A point of single failure means that, just like I explained with the banks, how we have a one-way street with A going down A, and you can only go with so many banks, and you can't really go, and you can't go anywhere else to get your money. Like, you gotta have a bank. I know some people who don't have a bank, but it makes things so much harder. They make it impossible to not have a bank account. But then, just like this, we're now having another avenue. We're having a Route B. So that's just a quick overview of Chainlink oracles, and I'm not going to confuse you too much on Chainlink, but I just want to get the wheels turning for you guys, and I want you to see exactly how massive this space is and what this space is, because it's not just these guys up here. It's not just these guys up here. It is so much more. And there will be a lot of projects that do not do well. Absolutely. But there are going to be a lot of projects that are going to do well and that will continue to do well. So just really honest, guys. I mean, I'll break it down. I own a ton of Bitcoin. I own a frick ton of Ethereum. I own a good grip of Chainlink. I enjoy Litecoin. Those four right now are my heavy holdings. Absolutely. I do have there are a couple that are some speculative plays. I've been doing some research on Polkadot. I'm dollar cost averaging in 100% with Polkadot. The performance and the overview of Polkadot I really enjoy, and I'm gonna link in. Here, let's make sure we're good on time, guys. 49. Okay, so yeah, dude. Oh, we have been going. Good stuff, guys. Way to really tough it out. I know we've dropped a lot of stuff today, and I'm really happy that you guys are still here, and you guys are enjoying, and I hope you guys are enjoying this content. But we're gonna end this stream on just a quick overview of Ethereum smart contracts and just Ethereum's purpose in general, because I think that is gonna probably change your whole perspective of just how you view every one of these coins. Seriously. So, alrighty, cool. So let me get all my Ethereum stuff pulled up. Jeez, it is. I'm loving this, guys. This is awesome. I'm really enjoying you teaching you guys. Like, I know there's like only probably like 2 or 3 of you guys in here, maybe less, probably not even that. But I'm really enjoying this, and I think it's so great that you guys want to learn this, and this is something that you guys find interesting, just like I do, because I found this. This is my life. I freaking love this stuff. Let's make sure I get these up there. Let's see. Awesome. Oh, here, we're going to cover the hedge funds too, also, real quick. Let's see. Where is Ethereum? Cool. Might have misplaced my articles, guys. No worries. Alrighty, let's just cover. We'll just cover the institutional real quick, and then I'm gonna do some lookup on, just on Ethereum real quick. Absolutely. Make sure we're still good on time. Cool. Awesome. Alrighty, guys. So just getting into the big boys, and just to show you, what big dudes are in the space, what big hedge funds are buying, what big people are buying, what are the big boys doing? What are the big dudes doing right now? They are accumulating. They are buying Bitcoin. Absolutely, no doubt. So we're just gonna go, and I'm just gonna show this assets under management by firm, and then we're also gonna go in amount of GBTC. So I think that just I'm pretty sure that just means the amount of Bitcoin they're buying a week. I know Grayscale is going absolutely crazy. I know they bought $10 million worth last week, or it was well over that. I think it was like 20 million or something. It was absolutely astonishing. But ARK Invest, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kathy Wood. She is an amazing hedge fund manager. She runs ARK Investments. She does, I believe she's in fintech. She's in a lot of fintech, EV, and just a lot of newer development companies that are coming into the world that are going to possibly hold great potential. Not every company is going to succeed, guys, but finding those ones who run for a bigger purpose and run for a bigger goal than themselves usually will end up doing fairly well. It's just and it's a lot of research, but finding those companies is not as hard as people make it out to be. So ARK Invest assets under manager, they are in the freaking just massive range. Here, I'm just gonna let you guys just take a look over this, and you can just see just the amount of institutional Bitcoin investors that are just absolutely piling in. Addison Capital, Kinetics, Salastone. I know BlackRock just got in here as well. That's the biggest hedge fund in the world. I think if not the biggest hedge fund in the world, or the biggest in the world. Edge Wealth Management, Front Row, and even getting in the smaller terms, like you're still having millions and millions and millions of dollars, guys, that are flooding into this market, and these aren't people that are shaky or shady or they're not those type of people that are gonna screw you, basically. Like this is not, people don't, like, no hedge fund throws $50 million over a week into an asset or a currency or anything worth of value that they have not done research on, they haven't studied. Because the one thing people forget about hedge funds, guys, is that it's not just their money. Like, they're, hopefully I wish all financial freedom for all you guys, and I wish all you guys achieve any financial, but, if you get to the point where, you got more money than you know what to do with, and you have everything in life, and, you get to a hedge fund and you want to pay someone to do your finances for you and grow it, that's 100% doable, and that's what a lot of these hedge funds do. That's what a lot of them do. They take these high net worth individuals' money, and, this is literally a phone call. This is going to be a fake phone call. Hey, hey, how's that 30 million doing? Okay, is there any way, that we can get this, increased? What assets are going? How can I expand this money and keep this money growing? They handle massive amounts of money, and I elaborate a lot because some people still don't understand that these aren't shaking hands, guys. These aren't people that are going to be rug sweeping you. these are people that are in it for the long term, and this should give you some sort of comfortability, because this should make you sleep well at night. Like, knowing that I have Elon in the space, knowing that I have Kathy Wood in the space, knowing that I have BlackRock in the space, knowing that I have people that will get hurt worse than me, that if this really does end up being a feud and everything falls out, absolutely to trash, that I'm not even getting burnt to half of it. You got people who are getting burnt 10 million times over. So I wanted to get that in there, because I think that's super important, because, I know the past week or two have been shaky. I know things have been very ugly in the markets, and I just want to give that reassurance for you guys, because it is nothing to be afraid of at all. This is actually healthy. We're actually blessed to be able to see this, and this is something that we should. And we should absolutely, take advantage of, if we can. Alrighty, guys. So how are we looking on time? Alrighty, 55 minutes, cool. Alright, we got last 5 minutes. I'm probably gonna go over just a little bit. I want to get these Ethereum smart contracts. I want to get this in your head, and I want to explain this to you. So give me just 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna get the right article pulled up real quick, and then we're gonna keep going. Just give me just 1 sec. Make sure we're doing everything right. Let me. Appreciate it. Oof, we got so much articles, guys. Jeez. You know what, guys? Actually, here, I'm gonna see if I can find the short clip that I had. Yeah, okay. I think we'll just do this. I'm going to pull up Vitalik Birchin's Explains of Ethereum. This man is the founder and developer of Ethereum. He's got a 200 plus IQ. The dude is absolutely phenomenal. The guy's an absolute animal. I love his work. As a programmer and a developer, I look up heavy, to that. I am working with his network, or not with him, of course, but the Ethereum network, and that's how I'm going to be able to, continue to, integrate these wallets, and moving forward with the development of, acceptance of payment in cryptocurrency. So, I'm going to pull this up, guys, and we're going to go over this. I'm going to play this 3-minute clip, guys, and then I'm going to elaborate on pretty much what he said. Definitely Canberra just died. No worries. Let me get that change real quick, and then we're going to continue. Hold on. Yeah, we're working on, got to get another webcam. Just sadly, we had ours die just the other day. But no worries, absolutely. Gonna get this pulled up. Alrighty, just appreciate it, guys. Alrighty, we're back on. Camera does give me some trouble sometimes, but it's awesome. The quality is unbeatable. Definitely a trade-off. Alright, guys. So let's get this up just for a sec, and let's see what Mr. Vitalik has to say.
Thanks to the power of modern communication, we have the ability to create technologies that are decentralized, removing middlemen and allowing users to interact with each other directly through a global network. Decentralized applications have been becoming more and more important in the past 10 years and have the benefits of massively reducing costs and barriers to entry, removing single points of failure, preventing censorship, and ensuring transparency and trust between all the parties involved in an interaction. BitTorrent, a file-sharing network developed in the early 2000s, is arguably the first decentralized application to have been created. BitTorrent allows anyone to share any kind of file with anyone else in the world, allowing people to distribute content quickly and easily, even if they do not have the resources to pay for their own website or server. 5 years later, Satoshi Nakamoto came up with the idea of a blockchain, a sort of distributed database, and used it to build Bitcoin, the world's first decentralized currency. Decentralized currencies like Bitcoin allow people to send money instantly anywhere around the world with no regard for national borders with negligible fees. Bitcoin is increasingly being used for international remittances, micropayments, and commerce online. Decentralized applications for finance, cloud computing, messaging, and distributed governance are soon to come. Ethereum is a platform that is specifically designed for people to build these kinds of decentralized applications, or dApps for short. The Ethereum client, which we are calling the Ether browser, will include a built-in peer-to-peer network for sending messages, and a generalized blockchain with a built-in programming language, allowing people to use the blockchain for any kind of decentralized application that they want to create. Ethereum can be used to build financial applications that are fully trustworthy and transparent because they run on the blockchain. Online, cryptographically secure systems for managing your property and contracts. Social networking and messaging systems that allow users to maintain control of their own data. Systems for trading underutilized computational resources like CPU time and hard drive space. And eventually tools for online voting and distributed governance. And the most exciting applications of Ethereum are probably the ones that we have not even thought of. As with all new platforms for innovation, like the protocols that underlie the internet itself, it is not always easy to predict what they're going to be used for. Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the modern internet as a whole are all a result of early developments in the World Wide Web and JavaScript, the programming language of the World Wide Web, from the 1990s. Similarly, by providing a universal programmable blockchain and packaging it up into a client that anyone can use, the Ethereum project hopes to do the same for finance, peer-to-peer commerce, distributed governance, and human collaboration as a whole. Now the question is, what will you build on top of Ethereum?
Wow. Alrighty. I know there's a lot of terminology in there that I know a lot of you guys don't know, but we're going to end on that note. I did run a little bit long just on some other chats, but that is completely fine. I wanted to end you guys on that video and get the heads turning. Look at the Patreon guys for updates for the free section and all my other patrons by tier. I'll have readings and articles posted, of course, get you guys heads turning for the week. And yeah, guys, as you can see, rewatch that if you need to. I'll post the link. You can see it right here. It's Ethereum. But that is just, of course, that is the man explaining his invention and his idea. I know there's a lot of terminology in there that may not make sense, but the bigger picture of this guy is that Bitcoin is going to be compared to digital gold, and if you want, it has been said in the space of what Ethereum is compared to is digital oil. And if you know anything about oil, you know how much money is in oil, and the fuel that Ethereum comes into play with is fueling this network, fueling other apps, as Vitalik talked about. Being able to implement big projects, house loans, voting. Let's see what else. Massive amounts of payment. There are going to be, as years to come, Ethereum, you will see. We'll keep touching on Ethereum because it's just so important, and I use it every day in my life for multiple things. But alrighty, guys. Besides that, thank you guys for tuning in today. You guys are freaking awesome like usual. I hope this stream provided great information to you. Anything you took away from this is a plus for me. I got these articles together, and I continue to do research hours and hours a week for you guys, and it's just something I love to do, and I really hope that you guys took something away from this. Alright, guys, so I will see you guys on Thursday. I'll keep you guys updated. Links are in the bio. If you'd like to join Patreon, link is in the bio as well, and also on and also at the top, Instagram also. Alright, guys, you guys have a great one. Stay safe. I will see you guys on Thursday.